Welcome back to In the Kitchen with Grace. Today we are doing a fun, fruity afternoon chiller drink. We are doing rosemary tangerine coolers. And I'm not a big drinker. And as a busy mom, I'm usually on the go so much that I don't really get very many afternoons where I can just relax, put my feet up, and enjoy a nice adult style drink. I actually got some plants. I stopped at the garden center this morning. It's a beautiful sunny day. It's like 83 degrees out. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make myself a nice chilled fruity drink to relax while I am potting and planting pretty flowers. Sounds like the perfect afternoon. I know it really is absolutely gorgeous today. This recipe uses rum. Again, this is an adult beverage. So if you happen to be underage drinking and watching this recipe video, this is not for you. This is a grown-up mommy style drink. I am going to start with some tangerines. Right now it's early spring, so where we're from in the upper Midwest, it can be hard to find the fruits you want sometimes. It kind of goes week by week. Sometimes they don't have peaches, sometimes it's plums, sometimes it's tangerines. Right now it's tangerines, but this sounded really good, so I picked up tangelos. I got a whole bag of these. They're a little bit on the small side, and that's totally okay. I am going to start with 3 and go from there. I am making this just for myself, so I don't need a ton. This is a fun fruity drink packed with some vitamin C. Get that citrus in there. And I'm actually going to, I was going to make this in like a mason jar style, but I'm not going to have that much. And I realized that the mason jar that I have with my straw, I can't find the lid, and it's a wide lid jar. So I'm just going to use my glass today. Anyhow, I've got my strainer. Oh my gosh, these smell so heavenly. And I have put a couple of ice cubes in the bottom of my glass. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze these tangelo halves. You might want to make sure you use a strainer because there are seeds in them sometimes. And I will show you, so that there is 2 of the tangelos, and so that's why I'm going to use a third one, because these are a little bit on the small side, even though they're very juicy. If you wanted to, you could swap these out for an orange. They're pretty similar in flavor. I feel like tangerines have a little bit sweeter taste than an orange. Perfect. I'm going to rinse my hand off really quickly, and we'll add the rest of our ingredients. All right, I am going to grab my rum. I happen to be using Malibu rum today. That's just my preference. Use whatever kind of rum that you want. You want to add maybe about 4 ounces or so. This is your drink. Just be responsible with how you are going to use it. Okay, and then we are going to add in a splash of fruit juice. And I'll be honest, I do this a lot with I'm a light drinker, so I do this a lot with margaritas too. If I feel like the drinks are too strong, I do a little light, and then I add in a little bit of fruit juice. I happen to have watermelon and cherry today, so we're gonna add just a splash. Adds a little to the color. Everybody loves colorful drinks. And we're gonna give this a little swirl. And before you add sugar, give it a taste. It might be sweet enough. I feel like mine is pretty sweet. Again, sometimes it depends on your citrus. So if you feel like it's not as sweet as you want it to be, go ahead and add just a little bit of sugar. And then I have got a sprig of rosemary. If you're gonna have friends over, this is fun to do. Rosemary pairs really well with a lot of fruity drinks. And so I grabbed a sprig off of my rosemary plant. It's looking a little less lively. It's not been warm enough to take my herb plants, my herb kitchen outdoors yet. I'm gonna go ahead and just plop that right in there. And we have ourselves a fruity tangerine cooler beverage. I'm gonna go sip this while I'm potting those flowers. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Be sure to subscribe so you get all of our recipes. You can also pin and save them over on In the Kitchen with Grace 1 on Pinterest, and we will see y'all next time.